just spoke to, like, that you're saying you're having a really good season, and the team's trying to get the wins. So how do you feel the team has progressed, though? Because to me, it looks
Yeah,
better
we're
than last
we're a
year.
completely different team, in my opinion, than we have been in the past. I think we're moving a lot faster. I mean, we had a really good offseason. The freshmen came in, they're big, fast, strong. I think they did the work in the summer just like we did. So, I mean, we have a really good team moving forward. I think we're going to start putting our best football on the field, and that's when the results going to start to show.
You mentioned about the freshmen, so you're impressed with what they're bringing so for the future, and since you're a senior, the future looks bright.
Yeah,
But
for sure. I mean, they're grasping the concepts that we have in. They're picking up on how we have to play, how we have to practice, and how you have to show yourself as a blue gold, which has been, something that we haven't seen in the past. Usually it takes a couple, years for guys to kind of fall into place, but the freshmen they're doing an amazing job at, understanding what it is and how to be a blue gold.
now, since this is your senior season, and like I know like homecoming is coming up, are you reflective or anything on that, or?
I'm more focused, day by day. I'm going to take advantage of every day. Tomorrow isn't promised, so I want to make sure I get the most out of today. Whether it's practice, walkthroughs, film. I'm more so focused day by day. For that opponent on Saturday rather than looking down the road for that final one.
Yeah, how do you feel about your play this season? How it's evolved in your 4 years here?
I think I'm playing my best football, but I think I'm playing my best football because the rest of the team is playing their best football. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing on the field without, it starts with the O-line, tight ends, and blocking and passing, and especially with Harry. I mean, Harry's playing his best football right now, and it's showing. He's playing out of his mind, and it's allowing me to, play my best football. So I think everybody, we just have to stay more consistent. We have to start. Everybody's got to start playing their best football at all times. No more ebbs and flows.
Okay, that's sort of my last question. Like, what you thought the team needed to do and you
Yeah.
need to do to.
Yeah, I think we just got to start, showing our best football, being more consistent, being disciplined. We've shown that we're, a last play team. We play with love. We've shown all those things, but now it's, staying consistent throughout the entire game, playing our best football for 4 quarters.
You talked at the beginning of the season about kind of viewing this maybe as a little bit of a comeback season after battling injury so much last year. I guess, how do you think the comeback's going so far?
I think it's going well. Like I said, I wouldn't be where I'm at without, the rest of the team, special teams, defense, offense. I mean, they all play a giant role in where I'm at this season, and, I wouldn't be there without them. So,
Seemingly, whenever you guys need a big play, the ball seems to be finding its way in your hands or towards your hands. As a player, how much confidence does that give you that you're trusted to deliver in those big moments?
I feel like I've prepared well enough these last couple of years, and especially this offseason, to be a guy where when the ball needs to, have a play made, like I'm going to be that person. But we have many guys on this team that, make those plays. I mean, Franco Williams, he had a huge game. He popped off and, helped the team a lot on Saturday. And we have plenty of other receivers, running backs, tight ends that can make those plays as well. So it's not just me that's making those big plays. Like, a lot of guys are making a lot of big plays as well. So
Heading into conference play here against River Falls, is there kind of a different attitude for you guys when you start up this WIAC schedule here?
yeah, this is what everybody looks forward to. I mean, these are the teams we play every year. There's those little feuds and stuff like that. There's a little bit different energy, going into conference play and stuff like that. And I think that this team is ready to show like what we can do in this conference.
River Falls offense has been kind of a buzzsaw so far. Is there any pressure you feel as an offense that you got to go out there and be able to match that kind of level of execution?
No, not necessarily. I mean, we just got to do our job, do it well. We trust our defense to do theirs, and we're going to play our football.
We've talked about how promising the underclassmen look.
Yeah.
They haven't played WIAC football, at least the freshmen. What do you tell them about now starting this portion of your season?
I mean, just trusting their abilities. Football's football, and they got recruited to play in the WIAC for a reason. That means that they have the skills, the size, the speed, the talent to play in the WIAC. So just trusting who they are, I think is what I'd tell them. Like, you guys are here for a reason. Like, you can go out there and, you know, it's obviously going to be a different speed, but you guys are ready for it. That's my advice to them.
What concerns you about River Falls' defense?
I mean, our last week was our improvement week, so, you know, we didn't really look at much of River Falls at all. It was more so focused on what we need to do, you know, to get better, to prepare for conference play. So, I mean, I think that if we just go out there and do our job, like, you know, good things are going to happen.
What were your takeaways from improvement week?
You know, just seeing how we can get 1% better every single day. You know, it wasn't, you know, a ton of team reps and stuff like that. It was more so like focusing on the little details of our game, because, you know, at times through our games those might be slipping, and there's other times where they're really high. So it's just making sure that we can be as detailed as possible and then continue to be a gritty football team like we are.
You mentioned they're a good football team. It's just execution probably at this point?
Yeah, we just need to do our job at a consistent point and be as detailed as possible.